you say? I had never heard the word profundity before the first day of school this year. Every morning when we come into the classroom, Anna writes a new profundity on the board. The way I understand them, profundities are cool little sayings that give guidance or inspiration, like little nuggets of life lessons. We take turns reading the profundity of the day and trying to explain it. It's an awesome way to start the day because it gets our brains and our hearts warmed up. I thought it would be appropriate to sum up my experiences of this past year by talking about some of the profundities that Anna has written on the board. Profundity number 1. You can't change the wind, but you can adjust your sails. I feel like this profundity really applies to our learning pod. COVID is kind of like the wind, the thing that we don't control, the thing that blows around wildly and has made everything go all up in the air. Last year, COVID threw us off our normal school track, and we couldn't control COVID as much as we wish we could, but we could control how we reacted to it. All of our families adjusted our sails by joining together to form this learning pod. Even though the wind of COVID has continued to lash out, we have managed to stay afloat. More than that, we have found ourselves a beautiful island oasis. Without a destination that we never would have found without the howling wind and some really great tacking and jibing by all of us. Profundity number 2, make your attitude one of gratitude. Gratitude is one of the things that we've really focused on this year at school. I remember our very first adventure day when we went to Camp Summit. We had an awesome day of archery, games, and survival skills. A few days later, Anna talked to us about the importance of saying thank you, and we made a thank you card for the Camp Summit guy. This turned into a tradition, and all year we made thank you cards for everyone who has visited or supported us. When we express gratitude, it does a couple of things. First, it makes the person we're thanking feel really happy and appreciated, like what they did really mattered. And second, showing gratitude helps us recognize the good things we have. This year, I've learned how important it is for others and for me to say thank you, and I recognize that I have so much to be thankful for in my life. Profundity number 3. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. I've never felt I was good at math, so I didn't really like it. This year, we did a lot of tricky new math like volume, percentages, and algebra. I worked really hard to understand all of these concepts, even though it wasn't easy. Then one day, to my great surprise, I was explaining my algebra worksheet to my mom, and I found I was really enjoying it. What? I like math? How did that happen? And then we had our Roman architecture project, and I made a Roman villa out of Lego, which took me about 1,000,000 hours. I know, I'm great at math, right? Getting the dimensions right, not having enough of the right bricks, and building a stable roof on its hinges really tested my capabilities. Taking on these challenges at school this year really helped my confidence grow, and they helped me think about what I might want to be when I grow up. Cove White, superstar mathlete? Maybe. Or Cove White, design engineer of the famous solar-powered rocket bike. Oh yeah. Now this final profundity wasn't one that Anna put on the board. I made it up myself. I think it sums up my entire year. Here it is. You learn more when you're having fun. Did you know it's possible to grow a snake out of black foam? Well, okay, it wasn't a real snake, but it definitely looked like one. We also made seaweed from chemicals. Cool, but no, we didn't eat it with our sushi. These were a couple of our chemistry experiments. For physics, we moved a giant log up a rock face and lifted each other up in a harness with ropes and pulleys to learn about mechanical advantage. Watching horrible histories is a cool way to learn about the past. So funny, shocking, and gross. Playing Atlas games for geography and reading Matilda for English. PE was the best. So many basketballs roofed, birdies lost, laps skied, snow caves dug, frisbee golf discs thrown, rocks skipped, and soccer balls kicked down the river. And so much laughing. This year was the most fun, and I learned more than any other year. I want to thank Jules for setting up the pod, thank Anna for being the best teacher ever, and my classmates for being so fun, kind, supportive, and such great friends. For the rest of my life, whenever I hear a cool, inspirational saying, I will think of Anna's profundities and this best school year ever. Thank you.